Utie oha echi ponkno. Needs FM.
So, oh yeah, so, Sunday, night is the politics, you know, and this is worry. No for our holiday, and I mean, my criticize my brother Pittman, Martin Amidu on some aspect of their report. Sunday, and I can be, I mean, they have a law school. It make definitely finding be against Unauthorized. It stands to reason then or that it will on hearing so that in Yanubi or summer X of one with 2 more double here. Special prosecutor one may be a hearing or documentary assessment of the Ijapa transaction. And now, no observation, not about it. And no observations the deputy minister only locus to sign a contract on behalf of Ghana. Now, chief director's money officer directed the ministry for locus. Now, the minister, constitutional or the deputy don't have in the performance of the functions, deputy put to wire. And clearly, there's a problem with that conclusion. The international business transactions is in Kodoko Parliament for parliamentary approval. Now, I can Attorney General versus Balkan Energy, where the Supreme Court of the international agreement be unable to meet that compartment for approval. In major international transactions. Now, the Parliament for approval. The Ghana Euro bond they issue from time to time now. They engage transaction advisors, both local and foreign. Foreign agreements yes signed in now. For Parliament in the spirit of Balkan. Was under major international transactions. Ghana they engage law firms all the time for any Euro bond. The Kenya case was Kenya every court on the border dispute. A couple lawyers were England.
Cape 3 coast of Cape 3 points.
Thank you very much. A couple lawyers were English approaching. No one boy and Attorney General Woody case no international tribunal on the law of the sea. Lawyers were not agreement here. The Parliament for approval. Uncle Parliament for approval. Because the Supreme Court has held in the Balkan case that are your only major international transaction. Only thing the Japan transaction in the Parliament. Only thing they get loan agreement that the case can contact the Parliament. But the effort transaction advisors now, it is not a major international transaction that requires parliamentary approval. If it's a special prosecutor concludes that because one of parliamentary approval, if the transaction is null and void. When the special prosecutor himself is not a court, are able to pronounce on the nullity or otherwise of a contract. Now, I'm going to before no the bear conference or what a can be our one name. I was a friend of Buster McClan. That's over now.
Buster McClan.
And now, why may I shift the focus from the real issue? Politics. And that's exactly what the NDC does. No, but then political party was the one who win election. The Ghana for Yanari was the short memory. When I mumble one for 8 years, all of a sudden,
before you go further on that aspect, in language now, special prosecutor no use to the extent that at a point in Pukrano using the data bank had been used as a coy, as a decoy.
Because you see, how do you procure the services of a consultant? Yen Public Procurement Act, also default procurement process only competitive tender. Number for some reason, about to a restricted tender and now so forth. And the finance minister will actually letter that look, you have unsolicited proposal of this. Initially 4, subsequently 4 about made that why 8. About to ma you use restricted tender process to procure a consultant. PP approval. Who tender documents na rules of tender and fan a seek approval for only the process. Now one can develop proposal with terms of reference. Now I submit a list of companies that PPA want approval to chrono. And that come on. And now one responder and they evaluate one tender what that now select. Now Ministry of Finance goes for approval to do restricted tender of consultants. PPM on approval. And then when we develop one set of reference that look, to participate in this tender amongst you may hear ever for local content partner,
Now, suggestions of cronyism, nepotism, and otherwise, is it well established? Given
how is it established? In terms of reference, Ministry of Finance, what the more was it different from the rest of the companies that were shortlisted? Merrill Lynch and Ogagaway, JP Morgan, was it different? In the fact that Imara and only JP Morgan no one responded to the request for proposal, Ministry of Finance, or send them on proceed.
To the extent that Lady Kura, our finance ministry previously had worked with data bank on the same schedule as she does for finance ministry.
Same schedule as Abadisha, Masro, oh yeah. Woman, yeah, can some now, can hear you. Conflict of interest rules here, yes, threatening beyond absurd levels. Or than conflict of interest, or than that our interest in a particular transaction and disclose now participate in the decision making to your benefit. And you know, disclose the company more shares, but will bid for government work as well as they can bid. Employees to money when they don't get it because Kenofurata is a Minister of Finance and they have interest in data bank.
Because uko wachikakra ube say hitherto no na special prosecutor had to come in to say finance ministry should cease whatever dealings they are engaged in until so I a risk assessment na. Then he goes further to say finance ministry particularly citing deputy finance minister Charles Edubu and say ono na wama adiana che eventually obaya no abeka kire say finance ministry anye bibi na data bank supposedly engaged in cronyism and being used as a decoy, and that's not more or less, ubebu say a dear special prosecutor walking attorney general where hunana.
Thank you very much. On Sina, in the lead up to the transaction itself, Attorney General raised some questions. Ministry of Finance will respond. And you know how these transactions go. So being passing from a certain perspective, adjust it, even lease agreement, not a lawyer for the lessee. You draft it in a manner that will suit your client. Say a lawyer for lessor, adjust it in a manner that suits your client. And I'm a every agreement here, but if you come a lawyer, of your also no, either on the clerk means in the answer, them, they are back and forth, back and forth, and agreement that you never finally document. That's exactly what the Attorney General said opinion suggested. Based on when they went back and forth, clarifying the issues until Oba final approval, the whole. Now I'm satisfied with the transaction to proceed. So I'm not currently being the hey, what be that? But it's deliberate. Open there. When I somebody walked on the gun, the book one top. In the Kunibiado, I can't 2007, 2008. Yes, I got to about what catching there for the what the young boat or bank of them.
Okay.
Thank you very much. If you break in and lead them from some kind of what to about one by mistake? What baby they are burning? The body was 120 or oh, yeah, politics. That's exactly what they are doing. Now, they can be hey, no man pay now. My brother Kakaba, on him airline industry. Everybody was with your brand, some government officials or man pay me brother, what fun as a conduit. None of me and come
okay, you better be can want some whether. But the point.
Compare. You find that a many now corrupt. You find them, the men is to look at that. The man without for the number no corrupt. The man who for the action corruption there. The man who for the action corruption. You find the now appointees being poor where corrupt. If you want to go through due process, madam, you are strategy, book, guilty, but waiting. Now, former President Mahama said, I'm not allowed, not or still
You better ho. But then you better na me show as someone special prosecutor what you know. Is it about say or the fodder canon fodder at the NDC and now one de akan asem and now say dear NDC canon omuni entitlement biya omuni basis biya.
On an America there, I mean, blame the special prosecutor PD. Who said there? Say, but this is blame to Kakra. Who said there? Say, investigation. 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 They take a statement from individuals via our one explanation for all two questions. That we provide answers. But there's a risk statement. It's one for document from Brown. Now, until we are some conclude there, to be a nepotistic and Zamazama, you draw conclusions that suggest that you have conducted an investigation. Then clearly you ought to take the slack. But I'm saying that assuming that special prosecutor why in Nejuma now when we from to be also one can win case. So that corruption here will why? So because of that, you play politics with it. Because the message. Person there, Okada Ghana for what to know for prefer one district, one party to Okada. Obi also on your magician. Mobile provide the graduate unemployment for job. And the next year represent in there also perform 1 million. If you would have a pack one.
To the extent to say, almost say, what can you afford in India and never has a butcher? Where would they have refunded? But with NDC, I pay a one-time insurance premium 8 years into my year and never has a primary health care fee. NDC then proceeds to make comments to the effect to say, Omama 7 days within which are under the mandate agreement, certain payments has been made to data bank and that of African Legal Resource. Any idiot can go to court here. And any idiot can go to demonstration. But they want return of such monies if it's been paid. Return of what? Return of what money? Abakabre. A minister of finance no response to confidential memo and come up president one more in the public. I would trace the history of the transaction. When government conceived the idea of monetizing the money royal, 2018 budget,
are presenting November 2017. Or indicating over there, this is the route that we want to go with respect to the mineral royalty. At that point, of course, Public Procurement Authority, authorization to do the restricted tender, WAFA consultant, transaction advisors, IMARA. IMARA for what formulate the Minerals Income Investment Law. Wasn't the Parliament, may I pass into law. We engage other consultants, auditors, accountants, our assistants, putting the IPO documentations together. One fee, by and large, is based on success, but they've been paid some retainer to cover their costs over the past 2 years that they've been working on the transaction. And you have an opposition that says good for them, coming to tell us that, illegal without a court pronouncement, special prosecutor on your court.
So such payments, in your view, are legitimate?
Absolutely. Now, in your view, are they not legitimate? Oh, are we in your view? You are a lawyer as well. Now, the principle of omnia praesumunto right actor on that the third party consultant is entitled to presume that government has obtained all approvals necessary for engaging him on Yeduma. In any event, 2011, SAS na Kofi Bakra no company and only Maguire for the way engaged one to work on the Ghana gold transaction. What refunding visa? Did they refund any money to the government of Ghana?
So you wonder what? So you wonder what must have informed the position of the special prosecutor. No, but you wonder. I mean, the special prosecutor is a very competent lawyer of the sort. So you wonder what informed his position.
The Supreme Court judgment crown and we deliver you to critical. Special prosecutor is not sacrosanct. On the general or submit report he into Munkawa. And he is not an authority on himself. So we are entitled to critique his report. Punches woman, host woman about punch correct. Maybe so, Ghana Gold. So we have a new company, and I have the attendance of meetings. What public game is a Kofi J. Bullion services. They didn't pay them.
Yes, that attempt that was made years back.
Thank you very much. Have the people refunded the money to the state?
Was there any request made of them?
Was there a request supposed to be made before? Otherwise, request. And I'm making sure that them parties here, them NDC, these people who mismanaged this country only 4 years ago. And these people, but because we were 2 years, there was short memory. Now, abandon, the woman and I could go born and go back. Or the way on another. These people who have in their room to create how to steal from the Republic of Ghana. Today they talk. Idiot.
So what? So what do you make of?
Mr. PDS for a corrupt transaction. Why is the American government asking Ghana government to let the PDF continue by bringing a new guarantee? Why?
It depends on it depends on whose
corrupt.
It depends on whose lenses.
What bond Adamani Uncle Franklin Templeton even didn't know that Franklin Templeton crying in what's your letters? What can them securities and national commission for America, Luxembourg, ever? What did he put over and come now? These people.
So law.
Would ye or ha actually punk no needs FM.